What is up, guys? Jay Wool here with the My Muscle Academy. Today I'm going to tell you why Pumping Iron is one of the most important films ever made. It's impacted business, society, and almost everything that we see today. I also want to touch on the underbelly of bodybuilding a little bit, the sex, the drugs, the scandal, and kind of just give you guys the history of bodybuilding a little bit here. So, why do I love Pumping Iron? First of all, this was just kind of the root of so many films that inspired me early on. All the Arnold Schwarzenegger, Conan films, and Stallone in the Rockies, and Jean-Claude Van Damme. This whole movement of some of these foreign actors and bodybuilding and just massive muscles. Carl Weathers, all these dudes were just awesome. They looked amazing, and this was a huge inspiration as a young kid growing up in the 80s and early 90s. So this is kind of the root of inspiration for myself, but also so many other people, because if you take it back to that moment in the 70s, the golden age of bodybuilding, you just imagine these guys all over the beach, just bronze, perfect bodies. It's free love. Venice Beach has a nude beach out there. I mean, there is just craziness going on in the world. And these guys were living a different type of lifestyle. People had literally never seen physiques like this before. When they walked down the street, I mean, they were turning heads. People thought they were into some weird freak show, or they were super gay, or people didn't know what was going on with these guys. They just looked ridiculous. So anyway, to tie it in back to Pumping Iron, all these guys were training at Gold's Gym back in the day. And then by this point, Gold's Gym had sold and was slowly growing. And then we had a guy named George Butler who had moved to California. He's an artist, photographer, videographer. He researched these bodybuilders, but then was laughed at by publishers and editors in New York. They thought this was just weird. They thought if you put Arnold Schwarzenegger on film, he's going to get laughed off. This is a joke. But Arnold was his muse. Arnold was his inspiration. And then they agreed to shoot. Basically, Arnold made money. None of the other guys really made any dough off of this. But anyway, Butler and Arnold start collaborating. They figure out how to do shows in New York to raise money. They make the film. It is a mega hit. It blows up. It maybe only got 1 million viewers or so in the first year. It has overseas sales. But then throughout TV runnings, 80s, 90s, you see Gold's Gym, this mecca, this original hole-in-the-wall gym where it was only for meatheads, locked off, only the hardcore dudes allowed, to become this mainstream fitness movement. Bodybuilding competitions start paying a lot more money than they do. I mean, these guys are making almost $1 million now for winning Mr. Olympia. Back then it was $1,000. So the game has changed. The merchandising, the branding, everything just kind of evolved from this. So all the built actors, even Clint Eastwood started lifting weights because of this, and all those movies that came out of that, and all these other actors and celebrities and athletes just began weight training, and now it's commonplace as going to the bar. I mean, this is the new bar. This is a movement. People love training, and we're going to always have discrepancies over CrossFit versus powerlifting versus bodybuilding. People always worship the iron in different ways, but this is a cultural movement that really flourished in the 70s. And then what people don't know about this is this crazy underbelly. A lot of these guys were into weird modeling, gay porn, drugs. They were having orgies. I mean, this was a crazy, crazy time. And if you want to see more about this, check out My Muscle Academy members section. I have a full vlog dedicated to the underbelly of bodybuilding. But I appreciate your time today, guys. For more articles, videos, and training tips, head over to justinwoltering.com. Peace.